That's God coming to you saying, grow. You need some spiritual growth. There's got to be some change in your perception, your belief, your emotions, your spiritual look of life. So that can't happen anymore.
See, the ocean different. When that wind blow out there on that ocean, it ain't no lake or no river. The wind pick up in the ocean, in the deep water that you find yourself in, it creates some waves. It's huge waves come up.
I almost never actually thought it would end. Now, had I played 20 years in the big leagues, like a couple of my buddies, they have an end too.
Hustling is a mentality. It's a code of conduct. The hustler's mentality is, how can this challenge be my opportunity, and what can I learn that the hustler thinks differently? All roads lead back to the mentality. If you're going to win the fight for your future, you're going to have to prepare your mindset for the workload. You can't be afraid to change. You're going to be on your craft every day.
So think about that. The body and the accent that they attacked was an asset. But I didn't listen to those losers. I didn't listen to them at all. Because that's exactly the way it was in politics again, when everyone said no, and it can't be done. And I became governor of California. And this is with everything like that. This is just the reality of it, is that you cannot listen to the naysayers. So this is a very important lesson for all of you. So when someone says, no, this is a stupid idea, you in your mind, you don't have to say it, but in your mind, just say this of you. Yeah. What do you know?
It's like your growth is the only limit to your happiness. If you're not happy, you're not growing in some area. And usually it's a place where you're blaming, you're pointing the finger, but you can't control that. You can't make it not happen. What you have to do is become stronger than any of it so you're free. Freedom comes from growth. Freedom does not come from control. Because control is an illusion. You can't control everybody. No matter how hard you try, you can't control what they think or feel. And not everybody's going to be fair and just. And you're not in the place of being overweight because you lost your job. So stop the bullshit. Blame. Blame is not a strategy for a meaningful life. Blame is not a strategy for greatness. So you got to resolve that, number one. I think it's smart to focus on one thing primarily. It's good to focus on multiple things. It depends on your personality.
I want you to take a long, hard look at the people you surround yourself with. You can't expect to become a millionaire when you're hanging out with drug addicts. You cannot expect to become the absolute highest level version of yourself if you surround yourself with people that never want to see you do better than them. Wake the fuck up. The goals that you want to achieve in your life are your fucking goals and nobody else's. Hundreds of people give up on their goals on a daily basis. And it's usually because they realized quickly after starting their journeys that they're alone. Nobody's waking them up in the morning. Nobody's pushing them when they start to make excuses. And nobody's patting them on the back when they hit a milestone. So whatever you want to achieve in life, maybe it's losing a certain amount of weight to become the best version of yourself.
Whichever thing you're most desirous of changing, whatever thing is giving you the most pain. And to me, the way to attack that, if you're not sure which area, is to start with the body. If you change the body, you'll change the emotions. If you change the emotions, you'll change your decisions, you'll change the quality of your life. Because the quality of your life is your emotions. It's not what you get. You can have $1 billion and commit suicide. People have done it, right? You can have beautiful relationships and commit suicide. You can have people loving you and be sad all the time. Our pattern of emotion is our home, and you have to upgrade your home. You have to train it. And one way to train it is the emotion comes from the way you move, the way you breathe, the way you speak. So there's certain things you got to do physically so you're strong enough to remember the truth. Because remember, fear is physical. You're strong enough, you push through in spite of the fear, right? And courage feels different in the body. So when you go lift, or you go for a sprint, or a strong run, or you jump in that freezing water, when you push your mind, you go beyond what's comfortable.
I don't have permission to stop. All roles lead back to your mindset, your mentality, the way that you see this thing is going to determine your future. Hustler is committed and consistent. So this is not a Monday to Friday thing. It's a Monday through Monday thing. Every single day I'm beating on my craft. Every single day I'm looking to become more than I was yesterday. I am not in competition with anybody. The hustler says the only person I am competing with is who I used to be yesterday. The hustler says, I don't have a second to waste.
It generates major storms. Hurricanes develop out over the ocean. That's where they develop, because they're out there in that deep water, man. It can get treacherous out here. See, the ocean is so powerful, it can turn over the biggest boat if it's not anchored. Now, to anchor out in deep water, your anchor has to get to the ocean floor to hold you steady in this deep water. Well, guess what? Then you need more chain. You need more faith, which is your chain that connects you to your anchor, which is God. So he can get to the bottom of things, so he can hold you safe.
Right? They have an end too. And as I ran in, I remember we were gathering our stuff up and my heart's racing now. I'll tell you, like, I'm never gonna do this again. I never get the privilege of putting on a uniform and playing with my buddies. I never get to be in the locker room again. I'll never be introduced again as a baseball player. It's a privilege to be introduced as a baseball player. This is my son, he plays baseball. This is my brother, he plays baseball. You're a baseball player. You may not be the best in the world, but you're a baseball player, man. That ends. And let me tell you something. We got on that bus from Cal, and we're driving back. I'm telling you straight up, I remember going, all the work I put into this, all the hopes my family and I had, all the travel ball, everything we did, all the games, all the great plays, all the errors I made, the fly ball I dropped at Fullerton, you know, all that stuff. I was going to get drafted, then I did all that stuff, right? The guys I played with, over. Like a flicker, man.
The hustler does not waste time, put the hours, and no days off mentality. A lot of people want to lose weight. A lot of people want to see transformation. A lot of people want to see something different. It's like, if I don't put the work in, I'm not going to have muscles. And so the hustler knows how to prioritize their time. The hustler knows how to lock in. You got to lock in. Whatever it is that you're setting out to do is going to require a different version of yourself.
Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. The bigger the stuff you ask God for, the greater the requirements. Now, if you don't want nothing to happen to you, quit asking for stuff. You can simplify your life right now. Quit wanting something. But I got to tell you something, though. That's a hard life, man. You know, the Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. But when you ain't got nothing, you know, where my rent coming from? That's every month you got to figure that out. How we gonna eat? We figuring out how we gonna make these ends meet. Every month, that's hard. So I've been at every economic level there is. I've been stark raving poor, and I've been well off. It's way better to have money.
Like a flicker, that crap was over. And we're on that bus ride back, and I remember thinking, man, I should have tried harder. I should have played harder. I should have given this more. I wonder if I got a red shirt. I still have a red shirt year dream, guys. Like, I wake up, I find out I could play another year. And then I have that dream of me outside the damn stadium trying to get in just to play one more game again. I'm not rah-rahing you. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to get you all emotional. I'm telling you the friggin' truth, okay? I have these thoughts. I have these nightmares to this day. What I told you in the beginning is true right now. You need to max out, no pun intended, no goofy, nothing. You need to max out every second of this. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time here. Max it out. Literally finish knowing if you fail, you gave it every ounce of your spirit and being.
If you're going to manifest in your hands what you see in your head, that you're going to have the courage, the confidence, the self-belief, and the self-determination to go out every single day and make it happen. Every single day somebody's doing something you're not willing to do, secure the future. And so when you go into the day with that mindset, that list will shrink the list of people that are outworking you. It'll shrink, so you got to dedicate to creative time. You need an army to fulfill destiny.